Okay. All right. Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. My name is Grace Christiansen again. I'm coming away from Germany. This is Ghanian webinar. We always hear on Saturdays at 12 o'clock Eastern, and then Europe time is 6 o'clock. You are always welcome. Our gate is open for everyone. And then without wasting my time, today we have a special guest here, and he's going to give us in-depth with some a lot of info. So please stay in touch. Get your pens and your papers ready so you can put some things down. In case afterwards you have any question, you can go ahead and raise your hands so you can talk. Without wasting my time, I will call upon our brother, Dr. John from the USA. So please, can you unmute yourself, sir, and then give us what you have. Thank you so much.
Wow. Good afternoon from the USA. I hope you can hear me clear.
Yes, please. We can hear you.
Okay. Good afternoon, my brothers and sisters. My name is John Ajongwen. I am calling from New Jersey in the United States. I am your Ghanaian brother from Cameroon. So if I do not speak Twi, it's just because the language is a bit too west for me. But Sister Grace, thank you for inviting me to this great webinar. What we've been doing is, if any of you attends Mr. Ash Mufare's webinars, you see that the first part of the webinar, he actually spends talking not about OnPassive products, but really trying to get our mindsets ready, trying to prepare us for what OnPassive is going to bring to us. What we have been doing on other platforms, some of them like the Dream Team platform, what we've been doing on the Niger platform, what we've been doing on the Caribbean Deep Dive platforms is that we have also been trying to help ourselves to be ready from a financial point of view. Why am I saying from a financial point of view? Because we know that OnPassive is about to actually create a lot of wealth for us, or at least change our lives financially. And the best thing that we can do is to be ready so that we take maximum advantage of this opportunity. I have made a couple of presentations at different webinars. And when Sister Grace reached out to me, I said, okay, even if we are going to start the conversation, it will be beneficial to at least get ourselves started. And then at some point, if need be, to come back again to this great webinar and continue that discussion, it would be my privilege. So I'm going to just go ahead and I will share a couple of slides. I hope it doesn't take too long. But again, it's in the interest of the discussions. So I hope you can see my screen. It's titled Financial Readiness. And the question that I really want to start off asking is that why is it really necessary for us who are on OnPassive? So Sister Grace, the question before I proceed, would somebody be doing any translation, or I should just try to speak as slowly as possible for those who need?
Brother Edward is there, that he's going to translate it, please.
Thank you. How we're going to do it? I go step by step and stop and...
Yes, please. Okay. Brother Edward, which one is better for you, please?
I think that would be better.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Brother Edward. So really, when we say, why do we want to do financial readiness, you can see that, as I said, our lives are about to be changed beyond a lot of our imagination. And if we do not build the financial mindset, what I see is that we will end up really repeating the mistakes that people have done when they have come across a lot of money.
Okay, eti dear papa train see and say Sabri dear yɛpɛsɛ yɛsua ɔkwan a yɛbɛyɛ krado sɛ bra yɛba benya sika yi ɔkwan bɛn so na yɛde abrabɔ no bɛyɛ sɛn na yɛpɛsɛ yɛyɛ adeɛ ebi sɛ nipa bebree na bra sika bɔ wɔn nsam na wɔn yɛ adeɛ ɔkwan bi so a mfa anigye mmerɛ wɔn nti sisi ɛnɛ asɛm bi saa ne sɛ ɔkwan bɛn so na sɛnea OnPassive ɛbɛmi yɛbɛnya sika no sɛn na wɔde bɛdi dwuma.
So there are a couple of things that normally when we start, I normally touch base on, and I caught the beginning when Brother Edward was going through the back office and trying to share with you, talked about, showed different elements on the back office. I'll spend just a few minutes and talk about two key items here. The idea about the activation. I think I normally tell a lot of the people from our areas, especially people who do not have credit cards, to make sure that you have the right discussions with the people who have been helping you pay, because those people will be activating their own accounts. And so you need to make sure that you make arrangements early. Why? Once they activate, you want to come in early. You don't want to wait until AI has started driving traffic to other people's accounts and you come in later. And as a second part of that activation, we have been told that when we go live, you will be given 3 options. Option number 1, you will be given a suggested name for your website. If you like it, just accept it and go with it. If you don't like it, then you have the option to click the second button and choose your own name. So what I'm telling people now is go ahead and think about some options if you want to have your own special brand of your website. So if I want to call my company John Digital, and then I want to just have John and another set of names. So if I click that one and it is available, I take it. Option number 3 is that if you already have your own website that you have bought, maybe from created, and you do not have anything in that website, you can use that website name. But if it is a business that you have now, please do not use it because OnPassive will override that information.
Okay, enti abusuafo saa nkomo ye hu hia pa ye hye ne so. Nya ye papa epese o kire nsisi a ne se account activation a ye be ye no. Yinim se enipa no bebre ho a ye ni credit card. Ebinum na bo a ye amedi tua ye registration no. Saa bre e ba se ye pani ka se ye start ento packages no ta. Obia be pese obe activating accounts do ordinary credit card bo a won. It is say ya nya anya we no. Okwan ben so na se enne anaso otena yakase obia anye activating account na credit card me na adobeye so why ho ntotoye. It efiri na ekono bo modern say obe ntotoye onipa edu say ye betua obe mena tua ma na ehu say unkoka akire fi say me na pese me nyemo a me say me tua am account with me activate me dey wi ansa na ma ye wo dey ama enti saa bre hu kwan a obefa so a pese wo ye wo dey no na anye bibi a abemu aka akire afi so business name no so o say eduru say ye beko adwa so a ye be ma ya kwanya no company be ma wo din ni bi na so say wanka sa wo bi a se na e bi a me ye edu digital say me pese na me dey to so na say me peke na say obi amfa ya say ya available there metimi afa but say e konso a metimi afa foforo na nso say wo company bi na so website bi a wodi na so pese wo use so a o say no so akwanya wo. Please, you can continue.
Sorry, somebody muted me. Okay. The second bullet in the page there really talks about the KYC. Again, all of us who have been following the CEO's webinars, we know that once we have one account, we can link other accounts and see all of them in one. KYC is just important to that one account that will be sending money to your bank. So that was really great news for people who have multiple accounts. just make sure that the KYC, know your customer, you have the documentation to be able to link that one bank that will be taking money from OnPassive. But the second thing about related to this, when Brother Edward was sharing the back office, he showed us the invoice. Please, 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 if you have not yet downloaded your invoice, sometimes they send it to you by email. If you have not downloaded your invoice, make sure that you download your invoice. Maybe even write the email and the password to it, as well as access to your email, and keep it in a very, very safe place. This is your certificate to OnPassive. If something happens to your account, that invoice is the thing that you can show to say, I am a founder. So make sure that your invoice is safe.
Good. Enti efa etosim yenu ene KYC. Enti who say KYC no, I say know your customer, I say nipa pro a oni ni didwa no. Enche no so ehun akonya ba beda ho say nyina e be identify ehun e be kire say me se me di edodampadu eyampa nti obeye KYC eno na anije sem e ho na good news ni say so obi a wo account be bre a na say wo KYC ba ko na obetimi dia link your accounts no ama wasum betimi adwo na wo de sa accounts no e dey use sika free accounts akari nyina mu nti anije sem pa so accounts do so a e ma wadwuma bebre if say betimi link ni nyina to one account no watimi ayewe na ye etoso biem nso no ye invoice na ye tua ye registration fee ne de ma ye no e wo back office wo nti wo hye nkran say ye momode say obia be download ni invoice no na odi ato ho na account kro no obetumi atro account ni email address odi ye no e wo sa invoice ni so empo invoice no kra ya na email address no wo so na ye keep ni nyina fi say no na say dachi bi ato account no e ka say dey na odi kire say me a founder then na odi be kire obetumi akofa sa invoice ni dia be prove say ampa we a founder na ama wasum atimi ado nti si nyanye ya ye momode say ye be download ni na in a paper form obetimi so save no dig. Okay, ubetimi save no digital on your computer or on a pen drive or anywhere, but you can also print it and keep it in a file. With me, print it. Now they are share file in the atoho. Bibinia okofa ba ya na wa biemu. We say medium. So please continue from there.
Okay, thank you. So now let's just spend some time and talk about the main topic of today. And as I mentioned, it is really about getting our mindsets ready. I'm not here to teach you how to manage your money. I am just trying to get us into some right mindsets. And the reason I'm going to do, I'll show this slide. Brother, you can talk about it so that we don't actually repeat, but it's just saying there that we want to avoid mistakes that other people have done. And this is a true story about somebody who made a lot of money, $319 million. And if you look through, you actually see what happened to this guy because nobody prepared him for this huge amount of money. Mr. Edward, it seems like you're muted again. Somebody's muting you.
Yeah. I don't know what is going on, but please. All right, thank you.
Yeah, nti sabredi obe boy ya me hu o senye se oba ha so be kire o senia de so do sika ye na so ye nyina ye sua bibi nti adwen a ye wo ye mindset no bra sika beba no okwan ben so na obidu sika no be ye adwuma na we de sa Andrew Jackson ya o kana asemi o ye asemi si yankasa o se otimi nya sika adenti o di loto be se 314.9 million. Now so ekowi ase no sika na kasan adenti efi se wanyi obi ama na ansiesie na dwen ama sika na wo benya no enti ede na to ni sika no ye betra so na ehu ni film bai.
So I mean, as as we all see, it was not that this guy was kind of really bad. He actually gave some money to charity, but because every time I come out, so it's really not that this individual was bad. You can see he gave some money to churches and charities, but because he was not ready to deal with this money, he actually went broke really 7 years from now. And there are more examples that I am not going to waste your time with it, but the reason I'm trying to find out is, why do these things happen? You can go read and you hear a lot of them. And it is because they really lack the basic financial literacy, or they get the wrong mindset, and then they go out and do the wrong things.
Okay, nti sabri sa onipa ye kan asemi ene wabe yo hiani adentia sika bebre onyaye ni nyina no enye se sika no de ye ni maboni o ye ka ehwe ya otumi di bi ma charity odi bi eche afoforo ye ni mapa bebre nanso ene oni sika ni biem efise wan siesie na adwen wan obi ammoa no ama wan siesie na adwen ma sika onyaye no eti ewi ase no na sika onyaye ni nyina no afiri ni nsa eti eno na na ye so ye beboa ye ho am ye hu senia si sika fi ase se eba okwan a yadwen no a ye siesie no ebeboa ye na yamfa sika na nkoye neoma bi ebewi ase no na ye so yakwete sa branch ya ebo ni bi na se ye ka ne ho asemi.
So when it comes to really thinking about getting that right mindset, there is some way that we can just think about it, because between me and you, if we are growing up and we were taught to think that money is the root of all evil, or that rich people are bad, or that the way that we see the wealthy people is that they'll build some big mansions and lock themselves into high fence places and get security guards and not interact with people. That type of mindset programs us to actually start thinking about wealth and the wealthy in the same way. On the other hand, if you are growing up and the rich person that you knew or interacted or the family talked to was somebody who is a generous, who helps the community, who actually uplifts the rest of humanity, then once we get into OnPassive, those thoughts or that's what I call programming will actually lead to how we feel about money, and it will lead to the type of actions that we will be taking when we get the money coming in from OnPassive. And whichever actions we take will lead to the results. And my hope is that we would follow the lead of our CEO and actually take those actions that are going to be uplifting humanity.
Yeah, enti sabri sene ye kana akwan ye befa so aye ya adwen na so hu hia bi se ye nyina bia yinim se ye ka se o esikafo de umtimu odin anase ye kan se boni nyina wo wiase nyina ni ntini ene sika nanso sika obi nya sika enya de boni o nanso okwan pa obefa so di sika na di dwuma no eno na be kire enti ne mpa ebo anase nyina ye mpa ebo ne se sika enche ye be nyan okwan benso ye de be ye adwuma senia ye CEO onadwen ono wo ewo sika ho ono pese obeboa foforo no yesu be nya sa adwen ni bi senia be ya ye nkose yi sika no okwan bi so a efise se sabri a enya maye no yisiesie ya adwen no a enu se mra no na yinim ne de be ye na se tata wona betu empofiri mu a wanhwe a na yetimi amfa anye ade wo kwampa so na obehwe no na yentimi uya dibia ne tese ntotoye na ho anasa kwankyere na ho a ebewi ase no na ankoyi eno na yempese bi beto yen.
So let me ask you a quick question, just for you to think about it. Is OnPassive going to make you rich, or OnPassive is going to make you wealthy? Is it going to make you rich, or is going to get you wealthy? Why I'm asking that question is because there is a big difference between being rich and being wealthy. What we should all aim to do is to use OnPassive to become wealthy, not use OnPassive to become rich. If you look at just the picture that I have on the right side of this chart, you would see just from the rich guy, you know, I mean, it makes us a cartoon, which is funny. You look, he dresses rich, if that's rich in terms of the stuff he wears. But when you look at their net worth at the bottom, you see the rich person is not necessarily wealthy. So this is one of those mindsets that I want us to think about, because a rich person, typically that money comes in for a short time and is gone. Let us just try to get that mindset of using OnPassive to become wealthy. And some of the discussions we're going to have in a few minutes are just thoughts that could help towards that direction.
Yonti Sabri, or say as a Mr. Mino person will be saying, say, so Ope say, Winya Sika, and I say, Ope so you're the four. And I say, Uyo Ubia, over a Hunya dear. And I can say, if him for him, you know that we are the open commotion, if I can so dear, or you sikani, or head entire dear Shishanwa. Now so, a baby are sieno. The Japadian Cassan away saying. Now so head the old Nifasona. Uhwe entire shisheno na ne bonya di bebre nanso ukọ na yimu a uhwe ne sika da ho a enti so bi beye osikani kase osikani ni primani ono ode ne sika ni na ebo primani nanso ense edi sika ni na abo primani se betoto ni ma no bo odi ni ade efi se afoforo nso ehunhia se ye bebo afoforo nso enti my admin, yes, say, OnPassive, be sika, now so ye did be in your mapa, and
So that brings us to, like, just again, the word mindset, you hear it until you probably go crazy about it. And there's a book that I've put up there, which is a good book to read if you can. And it says that the number one reason why people don't get what they want is because they don't really know what they want. And when it comes to how to manage money, the habit of how we manage money is more important than the amount of money. So if you can handle a small amount of money, then you can handle a big amount of money. So that's really the first basic mindset we need to develop.
yeah, it is our first or see book be the secret of millionaire's mind. Yeah, and Muna Unyan Sembi Kakra or Kase. A dear Bakwa, Emma, and Nipa be bree Enya Sikano, and he said, Omunim near Omohife. Now so unim nia ohwehwe no kwa betumi afa do sika na adi dwuma unim nia ohwehwe a sika na ba obehu se na odebesi aye adwuma na eno betumi aboa emfa won se ne sika na tie bia no enti se obi a enne o sika ketua bi a ohun so hwe no se daati onya bebre a ohun so hwe nipa bebre no omo ye omo ni mabasa na omo beka so OnPassive ba ye lanti wie na sika no fi ase e ba meye se me na so kakra bi no wo na so wantimi ahwe so a saa na bebre no so ba ontumi nya enti yemfi ase ehu sane a betumi manage isika nne na se dachi bi ba bi be ka ho na ye bebre a ehu sane no so betumi manage na na se betumi di adwuma.
Okay, I'm going to just very quickly throw two concepts here. And the first one is this idea of what we call assets and liabilities. And that is, some of them might be counterintuitive to how we know things now, but I think it's important for us to start getting this foundational, because if you think about it, let's just bear with me. I don't care what your understanding is initially, but let's agree for the purpose of this discussion that an asset is really something that adds value to a person's business or to that individual. So the basic way is to think of an asset as something that will bring money into your pocket, but a liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. And let's look at some of the things that maybe we will be thinking of as assets that may actually be liabilities, and that may be useful for us to see how we're going to build wealth going forward.
Anti Sabri, if I see a can we got padia or any senior who or say assets and liabilities. Bia you who send was ya no who cash flow na sika what they unya na ye hwe expenses so a we so a sika utua onima ho na yenyina ebeka access ni de bibia ema wunya sika ne yanhwe yi a ebeka se bia assets ne liabilities ne yakoya adekro na bi ensunsune wo mafi se liabilities ne de niema ebe costill edi eba hwe niema horo no bia wo na so esan ema wo boka eno na yebehu se enti ene assets eyepe assets de sika ebre all the time na so won se liabilities no wa adekro no na so na ema wo san abo ho ka enti eba hwe eho niema kakra.
So let me again just break down with examples here. If we look at it, something like people who do an investment in stocks and they're paying them dividends, somebody who has a business or a property that you are renting, or you have a farm that is producing crops that you can sell, or maybe even for those of us, we decide to go open things like family community cooperatives that can help people to be able to produce crops or whatever that they can sell and make some profit. Those are some of the things we should be thinking about as assets for our own communities, versus the things that people would just sort of think of as assets, like our expensive cars. Remember, once you buy those cars, the value starts going down, unless some of these very wealthy people who do collector cars. Our homes, those are useful because we have our family sheltered in them, but as a savings itself, it does not really count as an asset. Or when you see a lot of people with private jets, or they decide to be spending monies to go to trips to having weekends in Dubai, or things that we think are showing what we are worth, those are actually liabilities. And so if we get those two things in mind, that will be useful for like a starting point.
Anti niema mienu a esi yehu emunsunsunie no em fancies ya dwen sa brain no assets enti eba behu se bia assets no de niema bia tembia de sika bebrɛw enti bia wo dan a wo de han nkrofo han no boso bia wo sika firi ho bia wo afuo a no so uduedua niema a nkrofo hwɛ so no so boso bia de sika brɛw ni nyina yɛ assets anase bia wo ajapade ahoro bia wo de han nkrofo a de sika brɛw eno de wo mo ho ka wo na mum de biba na so liabilities ni de ebehu sɛ niema bia sika a wo yɛ ho no agibi firi yɛ ho ewum sɛ ehia card yɛ na so card bi wo ha aboden pa unya to bia ho insurance ene ho nyoma a obeye no ma saa car no kranka wanto a yedi moment a beto saa car no pe wo se usika na awo no ne bi afiase ekọ ya yehia fie ne abusuafo atram na so eno no yentimi nka ho se nyoma ebe ma onye sika ebi se eno so yebo ho ka ana se bia obeto boat bia no bo de different so bia beto plane ye private jet ana se obekọ Dubai akọpe bia no bo de akọjojo wonye sika bi na se wo ye ne obi etisa kakra ba se wo de ye osu se saa na da bia obeya a enye nioma a ebe ma usika obinya no betumi akọ ani.
So thank you again, Brother Edward. When it comes now to really looking at what we want to do with regards to the money that's going to come from us from OnPassive, what I would love that we all do is use that money, think of it as income coming from OnPassive. We want to be able to create wealth. We want to be able to create wealth. It's true that many of us are in debt right now and we're struggling, and that we would need to get some of that money to dig ourselves out of the holes that we are in. But this formula here, if you can understand it, it is really what would help us to really take maximum use of OnPassive. And it talks about taking our income. If we subtract what we have as our lifestyle, this is how much we spend, how much we splash on whatever. If we can manage that lifestyle so that we have some money left out of OnPassive, and we're able to create some interest and on that money over time, it will create wealth for us.
Enti ye na ye pese ye ka ho asem no inu se ye nyina sa bredi ye hwe OnPassive anim a enche bia be koso kama na bra ye fiase ye nya sika no sika be nya firi OnPassive no ye your income a yenya no. Na unyanya income ni wie sika from passive mu na. Lifestyle nioma wo hia wo abra bɔ mu ni ade no. Utiti ni nyina free mu a. So ebi beka ebi kana sa wo de to a ye kama na chese see the over savings. Enti unya ba ho wie a, ihu se isan say utimi wan yusu ni nyina na unya bitu ho nti won say afedie mmere koso no obetumi aba beye obi a wo ye odefo ana say wo sika nya so enye kwambone so isan say wo hwe so yie nti no etimi ayadan wetimi ama na wo ama sesei adoso kra chen senia unya no.
So as we build the wealth, there is like what the wealthy use as a wealth formula, and the 3 key things that they consider. They want to make sure that there is a good enough interest coming in to make sure that money is growing. They need to make sure that there is a way to protect that money either when the market goes down or even if those of us who are bringing that source of income is not there. But there is also the third aspect, which is to do with how do you make sure that when our time on earth is done and God calls us home, whatever is left does not get, like decimated or it stops and it's completely destroyed. Because one of the things that we have learned going through some of these finances is that money or wealth that is transferred from one generation to another, if we don't plan it properly, it does not normally last more than 3 generations. So as we get into OnPassive and we start building wealth, whether it's for our community, for our churches, or for our charities, we want to put these 3 things in place so that they can help actually go beyond OnPassive and beyond us.
Nti sa we taye ka ho asem ni se be me nya sika na se ye binya hunyade na se binya nyoma ye hia wo ya brabo mu ena o ka se nyoma me nsam na se ma ne tran ya adwim se accumulation no so okwan ye fa so ba no se ye hwe su yi pa na bra ba no so se ye bo hu ban ye protect no se wunya na wa mo hu ban yi a se ni ye krom ye kan se sika won taban no ebetumi atu akọ na afen so ni distribution no so kwa be fa so a ye be che ya hunyade no so se ye bi hu yi pa se ni o kan sisi a se onwa ye owa hunyade na opese odija enchirima no esan se en so man hwe so yi a entimi ntoato nko awonto atraso e to so be miensa be se third generation wo hwe na e be duru ho na bibia agiegu enti di hia pa ne se be masa niema miensa we no atran ya dwemu se ne be ya ni be nya no daachi bi no si ni hompo a e be hu se ye enchirima no so e toaso a o mfa obre anase sikamu ahokyere bia ye aye o mawofo anase ye nananom no ye fa mu no isan say ya hwe asiesi o machi ya mom kama.
So thank you for us to really think about that. There are a couple of things I just need to throw in here, and I'm assuming that all of us here are like founders and we actually understand what we're saying here. So if you think about it, one of the ways to do that is to engage with somebody who is who understands the basics of this financial literacy and can help you. And the best person that you can really get is somebody who is maybe within the OnPassive community. Why? Because they may not want to swindle you for your money. So if you're looking at a financial professional you want to engage to help you, maybe that could be a good person who is already in the program as an OnPassive founder, or bring them in as a reseller. Then that way together we are growing and they can help you.
Yeah, nti sabri ye nyina yinim se dipa de ho a hia se eni obi susu ade ho na se obi nso betu afo be mai apankyere na ogidi se yen wo ha nyina na ye founders OnPassive mu na se nyima ne ye ka ho asemi ebetime yiyi a ese onye obi a na bi susu nyoma etisa ho bre ne bre nyina nti yinim se ye wo nipa ne bi wo OnPassive mu a so mo sa adwe ne bi a wo betime aboa wo ama unfa usika ni nidwuma wo kwan a emfata so na nkofi wo santem se bia wunim obi e bia ondo nya emamu na so nim se wo adwen obetimi di aboa masika obenya no obetimi ahweso yi a na wo kire se obetimi ama ono so aba mu bia kire ha bra ni ma yakodwa so wie no mo ono so aba na so ba mu a ono so aba OnPassive mu ɔno nso n'adwene nkyerɛ ne nimdeɛ a ɔwɔ sɛnea obetumi aboa ma nea wunya no nsɛe no na watumi de abɔ daakye ho ban ama nkyirima nso.
Okay, so the last couple of slides I just want to talk about is really, again, it's very high level, and I'm hoping we'll have time to talk a bit more. And it's just a simple sketch, which is a model to talk about how, most of us, we either, I would say we're probably in the middle class. Some of us are broke, are the poor class. A few rich guys here, why not? But it's good to understand how they spend their money and how they grew, why the rich get richer. Because when we understand it, again, we will try to imitate some of those good ideas, and then we can help build wealth for ourselves.
Yeah, it is Sabri. So if you are quite a sikafor, no, cost you sikano. Okwan benso, eno na epesi isua. Ye o ha nyina wo say, ye sikafo bebre, ye be kan say de wo mfinfi. Ebi nso we mu bi a nyoma nkoye sikasem ahokyere kakra nanso Sabri de epesi isua senia sikafo omusi ebo musika ho ban se na be ya omonye den omonko ohiamu anaso omonko ahokyere mu no na yeso de eba no nya be kan yensa ehu kwan a ye be fa so a ye be spend na na se de be di dwuma kwampa so na amfi yensa ntem.
So the model to share this will be to just think about it as I said, the P stands for like the lower class, the poor people, the M is for like the middle class, those of us who have jobs, who go out, work day and night, and the W are for the wealthy. So let me just run through the first two, Bra Edward, you can help on that. What happens is that most of us in the poor class or the low income class, we tend to get a job. We get an income from that job, and then we go out, we buy whatever stuff we need, and that money is finished. We go back to work, we do the same thing round and round every month, and somebody pays us. Then those who are like a bit upper and they can earn a bit more money, after paying their expenses, they have some liabilities. Liabilities are some of those toys I talked about that we buy, planes, expensive cars. But at the end of the day, the money finishes and we all go back to work. And when you listen to it, a lot of people, they call that the rat race. Unfortunately, most of us coming into OnPassive, we actually belong to one or two of these groups.
Yeah, it is a breed ye we are you ha. Senia Pina was ye pano, here for Emno, a young finfi. And a W no so ye a sika for one young. And our chum said, so he Pina I was here night say here for now. We hear ni bed or compare Juma. Or compare Juma now when ye sika. Na sika obenyano or the bit piano who are kangina. Would you piano who are kangina we and sickening in either? Asa, it is so a day. I saw Snakoya Juma view. And to the piano or Koya Juma near pianica. Now we didn't no Sako, the piano, sir. Oba no so a ebeka ne se omo medal no omo so saa omo die omo nya hiafo e no omo nya sikafo na so omo obi eti sika omo nya no de na omo ye omo so ebeka ne se omo liabilities ni bi ho ebi a sika onya ye no ko betimi de na kọ kura ma na kọ ye odifo na so no da kọtọ car no boy den o da kọtọ private jet no da kọ da nsuo bia no a etwene pa bu se sika onya ni nyina no be wi ase no na sa enti bo so ono so obesan akọye adwuma nti obenya de o de beye nioma bebre na asa na eso sa akọpe bi nti ono so sa ebeka ne se rat race no sa otwa no ho sa.
So with this OnPassive opportunity, this is really where the mindset I wanted to change, in the sense that we now have been given an asset, a real big asset, this opportunity. And with the wealthy mindset, what they do is that they actually look at that asset as the source of their income. So the asset will generate income, which they will use to cover their expenses. Yes, they also have the expensive toys that they buy and spend with liabilities. But what they do is that the extra that comes in, they use to actually build their asset base to be bigger, which then generates more income for them. they satisfy their good cost of the standard of living, and they build more assets. So this is really the mindset I want us to have with the founder positions we have at OnPassive.
Just a breed here. You call W na say escafona. Kwamba so no mo yon wade. Your funders OnPassive ni nyina no. You be kan say OnPassive nti nyina your assets. Na ko adom so OnPassive nti nyina your assets. It is say escafona your wade no. Omo de omo wo assets no. Na assets no be bo omo mai den. Omo nya sika. Ebe bo mama omo tutu omo ho aka. Say escafo ye kan omo asem ye. Omo so liabilities no. Say ahode a ne board no omo wo bi na so say esan say omo assets na omo sanya sika horo bi enti no esan mo nya sika timi tutu asan ne mo nyina ho aka e ma omo sanya bi na de omo benya no omo san de den e de hye adwuma mu na so san ye adwuma mo omo say nya sika nti saa dwene bi no pese ye nyina ya bon passive no esan say ye OnPassive nti kwa bia so obia wo assets na so okwan benso de be ye adwuma ti sika for no say no mo ye no na ma ye de no de be kan say e be koso awo na nko ye say omo ya na asa na so mo san akomo bi e for mo adwuma mu.
So what I am really trying to say here is that we should treat whatever income that we will be getting from OnPassive as if it will end someday. Actually consider that it's going to end someday with that mindset, and whatever we get now, let us use it as our own small OnPassive to start building a bigger OnPassive in our own communities, in our own families, in our own society, so that even if the OnPassive money is not coming, we are actually self-sufficient, and then we can start dreaming bigger.
Yeah, and she say, Sabri, your person boy I mean you see argument say OnPassive the scare be brain. Now so ubia function argument say bia ochina ana ochinachi OnPassive ebe fi ho ai ni hobby me no de nya de ebe sisa de na so fashion argument say da bi be ba bia na OnPassive ni ho enti sika obenya fi OnPassive mu no omodia say obehwe so yie if say so wadwen ye o say da bia wo ho da bia be ba nso wanhwe a wohwe sika no so yie enti nya adwen bi say ochina OnPassive ni ho enti OnPassive ni ho a de wunya no mmiri bi atwa mu no de na ode ye enti yemo eno beboa o say wankasa so kakra na wunya fi OnPassive mu no wonso babia wote no adwen a Mr. Ash nya ya odi create OnPassive no wonso create bibi ti say OnPassive saa e wo babia wote na wo yesa eno so bema de obenya fi OnPassive mu no enhye ase enhye da na mum ebe koso a ebe koso akoso enti fashion wadu mi say de obenya bia no entna hoda eba saa wo behwe de wonya no so yi.
So really, coming back to just talking about that readiness, what I'm saying is, if you think of this book I just shared with you, they say that the rich people see every dollar as a seed that they will plant to get $100, that they can replant to get $1,000 more. And so when we are looking at it as our communities, there are a couple of things that we need to do. One is, I'm glad that this platform is a collaborative platform and everybody is working together, but we have our own little villages, we have our own little problems and projects. If we are collaborating and we see the biggest need and we solve it together, and then that problem is solved and we take the next problem and solve it together, that would be one of the ways that we can work. If each and every one of us wants to go and try to solve their own problem in their own little corner, I am not sure that there will be enough of it to go. So we have to be bigger than our problems. We have to think at a larger platform. And really, there are lots and lots of tools that are available that we can use some of this. I talked about reaching out to people who can help you within your communities. Some of you, I know you are in the United States, there are specific tools for those of us out here. But the more we collaborate, the more we think about what we're going to do with this money that is coming through OnPassive, the better it will be for our communities.
Thank you. Nti wahanso osandi ababiem se esikafo no omadwen omo no. Osesikafo ni nyina mu sika millionaires na hu nyina no. Omadwen ne se so $1 no ofa ne se etise aburu aba baako na se bibi aba baako pe na omo de bedua omudua ebebo omo benya one no after the way say we 100 ne so omu was omu adwumi say omu dua and also ma akwakunya 1000 ne so omu adwumi say omu dua nti de omu benye bia no me adwumi say so omu dua che so omu de be hye bibi mu de mfaso bia brɛ omu nti yen wo ha die se obia ka se obe ne bibia nko a emma sa se ne pese ye koye ni mobua ye communities ana se inkurase ne ebusuafo no wa ye ntimi nye enye enuru akiri nti ye de bia koye na bebo maye nti se nyina de bia koye se we si we so ha na we so ha we so ha na we so ha we si bibi ye pese ye wo mpotema ye ti ana se de boa ebusua na se o man na isa se ye dɔɔso a we so ha nti bibia bekoso eti biako ye yemfa baako ye mum enye se obakofo ye a ntimi ye kese na so se ye ka bom ye a ntimi ye kese chen se ne ye de adwen kra ebu.
Wow, thank you very much for listening, Brother Edward. Oh my goodness, this is just amazing. I'm looking at you. I'm just so impressed that you're listening to something that is like first time saying it, and you're so eloquent in the way you're doing it. I have a couple of minutes before I run to my next appointment. And Sister Grace, what I'm thinking is there might be time for about 5 minutes of discussion if people want to. But I think the better justice will be done if we actually have an opportunity where we can have like an open forum discussion. And maybe I throw 1 or 2 more specific tools that people can start using. I don't know. What do you think?
I'm okay. That is fine with us. Please go ahead.
Okay, so yes, I have about 7 minutes if people have some questions.
Okay.
I don't want to interrupt this meeting, but I think our Ghanaian family will expect you to give them a part 2 of this financial readiness. Am I correct?
Yes,
Yes.
next time, not
Yes.
today, but next time we'll do it again. This thing is muted. What is going on today?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So it was such a great privilege to have you today with us, Dr. John. Wow, wow, wow.
Thank you, Sister Linda.
Thank you very much for your time, your energy, your efforts. We really hope you can come back for the part 2. That would be also great for us too. I was saying for John, as I said, did the time, MIA, na answer na no, ye be friend Mama Grace, na waka bibi kakra bi, na afe ye obi question na, mpacho no bisa or question no. So we call on now Mama Grace to just give us a small information. Then if anyone have a question, please, you can ask Dr. John and he will answer any question that you have. So please, Mama Grace.
Thank you so much, Sister Linda. Brother John, thank you. I'm so happy for today. This webinar is so great. I wish our people understand the way I do. Brother John, you said you have just 7 minutes, so I'll give back to the speaker to you. And then in case someone has something to ask in this side right now, you can please raise your hands, and afterwards I'll chip in again. Thank you, Linda.
Okay, so Sister Chan, are you ready for the Q&A? Please take over.
Yes, yeah, okay. Brother John, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, but Samuel, please, can you ask your question? Unmute yourself and ask the question.
Yeah, hello, good evening to you all.
Good evening, sir.
I thank Brother Joe for the good lecturing and everything that he has taught us about how to handle our money. When it start coming, at times when we start getting money, the way that we allow the money to control us, I really like the teaching so that when the money starts coming, you know how to position it and then put into business so that a rich will be richer if you don't want to be poor. And then everything will go on smoothly in our life. Then everyone will see a change so that those around you, or you can help them and then benefit from them too and be a richer person. So I really thank Brother John for this lecturing. God bless him.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Brother John. Brother Samuel, thank you. Sister Dorinda, please, can you unmute yourself and ask your question, please? Dorinda. Okay. Is Sister Dorinda ready, please?
She has to connect the audio. It's only her video that's connected.
Yeah, I've given her the chance to unmute herself.
Sister Dorinda, go to your Zoom on the bottom.
Yeah.
You see your audio, connect your audio. Your audio is not connected.
Connected, yeah.
Video, so cannot hear you.
Oh boy. Type in the chat.
Sister Dorinda, please, can you put your audio on? It's just left side of, I don't know what you are using. If it is styrofoam.
She cannot hear even.
Oh, she can't hear us, exactly. Yeah, that is it, yeah.
She cannot hear.
Okay. Any question, please? Yes. Brother Robert. Oh.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Today, I think someone is going to speak a bit English.
You can speak Twi, please, Papa. You know, it's a Ghana webinar and you can speak Twi. So our people can be comfortable and then speak their language, please. Thank you.
No problem. Thanks for the privilege today. First of all, we are going to thank our Mama Grace for this wonderful man that she has invited him for us in this meeting today. I think with this mindset, if even you go for Sikadro and you still have this mindset.
What's the word of Sikadro? And then you may go, Mr. Obama, Kaki. Aha, main problem be our head. Aha, what can we do?
If people are going to have such knowledge or such mindset, and even let me use that Sikadro because everybody knows it. If people can have this mindset and even they go for Sikadro, they are not going to die untimely like that because they will put this mindset on their money and they are going to know how they are going to maneuver their life. And even if it's a one day, they will know how to control the money and leave a legacy for his or her generation or the entire generation to come. Abusuafo, esese sesebrem edi kwenyana yenya enipa bi te sei. Omo adwene mu do te sei na abribia no ye Mama Grace ye besrew ne ompanyimfo se mubeyi enipa bi sei edi amaye. People like this, we need them in our Zoom meetings. Thank you very much for this privilege once again. Kudos to all the management of Ghana, OnPassive.
Robert, thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. Okay, Brother Kwame Yeboah, please. Wait, you want to meet yourself? No, be so a question. Why?
Okay.
Brother Kwame, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think you can hear me.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. First of all, thanks to all the organizers and Mama Grace and every one of you. Dr. John, my question is, you said something that we are all founders, but if you see someone who can help you with your finances, you can consult the person or anybody who is not a member or a founder. My question is, for example, can I maybe, after we have launched, go to my bank and then sit down with them, ask them, maybe if I have money in my accounts, how to invest the money, or will it be good to go to them, ask them in a way that I can invest it so that I can get something from it? Thank you.
Wow, that's a great question. One of the things, not that I am against banks or any of our financial institutions, is that most of the time, if I am a bank and you come ask me, I'm going to try to sell you the products that I have. So my suggestion is always that you get like somebody who is kind of neutral that would be able to give you more than just one suggestion. And then you can, that one of those suggestions may be to go to the bank. The other thing, the comment I made was that sometimes some of these financial advisors, whether it's accountants or whatever, they may see you now with a lot of money and they think, okay, let me just make some money off this person. And I made it as a joking statement, but it's also true that if somebody is in OnPassive or a reseller in OnPassive, and they'll be making money from OnPassive, hopefully they have gotten the dream and the vision of OnPassive that we're trying to raise humanity, and they will not try to sort of scam you, or they will not try to just take your money. So yes, you can go to your bank if you trust that those people are actually going to help you in your best interest. But I want you to just know at the back of your mind when you're going to any bank that yes, the bank manager will absolutely want every cedi of your money to go into that bank, and it may not necessarily be the best place to put your money. Places that I've said people should consider, you may consider real estate is a good area. Farming is a great thing for us back home. If you can get money and do some real big scale farming, that is good. But those type of things may need collaboration. And I want you to not just go straight to one bank, explore those options before you go to the bank. But keep your money in the bank until you make those decisions.
Okay, thank you very much.
Brother Kwame, are you okay with the answer he gave, please?
Oh, I'm okay. Thank you.
Sister Grace, I can take one more and then I will wrap up then we can keep all the questions and come back again and continue with them if that works.
All right,
Okay.
that's fine with us. Thank you.
Okay, Brother Edward, please, can you ask your question, please?
Yeah, mine is not a question. Just want to thank Brother John for coming. Thank you very much. Yeah, and I was so privileged to translate it to our mother tongue. And for such, what we have received from you today, if we had it from somewhere, it will be very, very expensive, but you give it to us free. So we really, really thank you very, very much. And we hope you have the second part, and even if there are more. Yeah. So God bless you, and then hope to see you again. Thank you very, very much. And
you're welcome.
All right.
Okay. Mama, are you going to talk, please?
No, please go ahead.
Okay, Brother John, I think you said you don't have time again, or
yes,
you can. You have only one hand raised. If you can answer that.
Okay.
Oh, I think he has put it. The person has putting his hands down.
The one is still off, please.
It's no, it's Doreen that she hasn't still got the audio.
Audio. Okay, then you don't have anybody raise his or her hand. So we just want to say thank you very, very, very much. We really appreciate your time and the knowledge you have given to us this evening. God bless you.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
John, thank you. And I hope to see you soon.
We'll be talking.
I do really appreciate you. Sister, the doctor is also here. Dr. Patient is here. And I said I'm going to chip in for a bit. Your country, media country wanting. Omo cover of Ryan Pesemecas, and Macan in no cannibal. Meanwhile, I'm saying, I'm more saying with YouTube. Namu amo Zoom. Obi ohonma obe mu ncheye. Na adwen ben ni na kakra. Sa ade ayeye. Ede na financial deben de ben. Ejuma we ya OnPassive ejuma no. Eye ejuma sonko. Meka bibiki tue bi ba 5 minutes bi tresremo. Ebia na obi a wabam foforo no ne ka ma omo mabam foforo nye ya ebo mu dadam. Ne se we hu ade ni tri ne fa pemti a ya wa ha ni sa Zoom ya yeye because pending founders na omo bu ba moniti. Obi won mo nim hwe. Eye adwuma bi a eye OnPassive no Papa or the adwuma we buy your friend Mr. Ashman Farry. Ama yes, I work offices be this year, Yenya Dubai, Singapore, Hyderabad, a honor I-Tech for no more or more day, or more year, Jumakuku down for Papa Nichi or Moka. And I say, who bear more, which you are $102. And know you found this position now, which you are yana, who busa wasam no was and making. And no, what you know, when you be a view. Now say I go so I have boy who have a carbon 10 so. Say you be a quite too more. Papa discount Babatica, best in 3 view. Said you when ye Juma over ye Juma say, O cotton be and now got you be a bansa why then when you scar. Nemo and ye unya Juma company no, na company no, and never be lunch because they say, oh, your founder, it's your website amount. Yes, activation fee now over the chiam. What I say, and no one yet about the website amount. I feel product in a ya na who be a back office on. Ye the papa ne the beer Google on any your friend is saying AI and your Sunday year Juma, artificial intelligence, you know, any year Juma. It's your trip Sunday money in the Google website honma. A month for Bemono or more Tobino. Now also so commission. Ye Juma is so winning and call your friend is saying and cost stock market. Your customer base idea. It is here Kikaboma, Papa Yasam of a catcher and they a Yasikabe brain. It will not the buyer say, or my own idea Kakrasa, and Yami Adunas ask Caniba. Every American Papa the packages never know what to be. Ubekas or cotton there be with their own to mean tonshi. With your own to be cried at all, in one Casana will share crano. And yes, I will share the Ama company no, near more company no, and their train Yama dear brown. Now one Casa so their business say, Minyaj may be a missy my bread, it's in person, Miss so. Mean share me links in the Kakrama mini and be the dofu be IBA 7. Ne who actually no, me man, Miss Min Toby man now on your day. On soon yes, he can't be no so yet at least on your unwedrianic in Nino, and also crap on no san yesica. And we are wawa dear wuyo. He said they will be a shop. And Yama dear Gumano, so poor be man, but Toma. Maybe I will be yes or now, yeah. It will be
I'm wrapping up. Just give me a minute. I think she's about to come in.
Okay. And you may be our bayer was at a year OnPassive, a one casawa dear, and I will your Mamma Grace, and I say, Mr. Ashman Farry knew Timono, because on the Washington Crawford Bois, on Baba said money and idea my. It's work a crayon and America. It is a B.O.B. or Hannah be action, so the African boss, any A be a dream people, Timo per se, who busa actually also episode busa, Mr. Mama, Linda, any sister child. Ombesa from sister channel yakiwenu ombe from timisro wa ha no amonsa so te bibia kyewo so a eyetwi webinar but enam yenu yabem na oba mu no onye Ghana ni nti ontimi nkatwi eniti na ma yeden ye de brofo na asa edo so sa ntimi ni an srebo mamu bumfu eti obi wo ha na ope bibia busa bibia kyeni so a obetumi amanisa so na sister chan frɛ no na sister chan pa cho ya no wa hwɛ list ni sister Dr. Patient wo ho no one so amana even the voice aba oni Antoinette nkrofo bi ka ho bebo a ye Debbie nim ni we nyino mo na wa mo chance de omo voice so kakra abeso so edam ase
Mama Grace said Dr. John person ni din kranti wait me na yananka.
Okay, Dr. John, please, we are ready for you.
Okay, thank you very much. I hope that next time we'll have a bit more time and then we'll arrange, and I will not have to be rushing. I'll stay through the end of the time, and then we can have a better time. Thank you. It was a great opportunity getting me on here, and I really enjoy listening to what you guys are saying. Don't worry, soon I'll learn the language.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you for your time, my brother. See you again next time.
Thank you.
God bless you for your time. Mr. Mo YouTube no ye beja mo message mo comment ye ba be you no kama why nyankopon shira mo. All right, Mama Echan, please can you take over?
Yes. For much for said on my kind obi your question be obetimi ebisa. Say obi ask the question be right now. Sister Dr. Patient, if you can give us some either motivation or whatever. Let's hear your voice.
Thank you, my brothers and sisters. It's a privilege for me to be here. I'm happy that I have the time to come back to this webinar I used to attend. I happened that the time was overlapping with mine, but we have a break now, as I said. Hey, Brother Edward, wow, I don't know how you can just hear something and translate it. I envy people that speak multiple languages and smooth like that. For all my brothers and sisters, fellow founders, I just want to tell you guys that it is our time, the era has come. So we all have to be excited. We have to start doing some few things. I think Brother Edward said, check your profile in the back office. Start looking at banks that are reputable in your various countries that you link. Make sure you just log into your back office occasionally to ensure that everything is okay. I will download my invoice and keep. I will look at the founder's ID as wherever show you where to find it. Keep that in a record somewhere. If you have multiple accounts, keep it straight somewhere so you know all of them. And let's just be excited. Let's get ready. Let's start saving our money. As the moment our CEO said we can activate, let's all be ready to activate, but let's work as a team as well. For those that could not, if you activate your account, I have some green note, please transfer it for them to activate and they can transfer it back. And because if we all win as a community, trust me, we'll have a better life than knowing that our brothers and sisters are up there at the top with us. So for those that can activate immediately, go for it. For those that will be struggling, please, let's hold each other's hand. Let's win together. We're so in it to win it and we're at the top. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay, Sister Debbie, do you have something for us as well, please? Sister Debbie, are you there, please?
Sister Debbie, I think she's busy. Oh, okay, Sister Debbie is there. Okay,
okay. Hey. Sister Debbie, can you unmute yourself?
Hey. All right. Sorry, I was trying to unmute myself. I can lower my hand. I'm sorry. Usually I work from my computer, but today I'm working from my phone and I'm not used to finding all the buttons with my vision. Hello, everyone. Are we excited? If not, we should be. I cannot follow Sister Dr. Patience. Whenever she speaks, I like to stay behind her because she says it all. She covers every avenue. And first, I want to thank our brother Edward for that awesome translation from English to Intui. That is so good. Thank you. You do such a great job. And Dr. John, thank you so much, brother, for that update on financial readiness. If we are not excited, we should start being even more excited now because we're having those issues with when you are unable to log into your back office. What does that mean? It means that something good is going on. It means that Mr. Mufare is doing something with the team. He did not meet with us this week. That's a good sign. And there's nothing coming up. That's a good sign. If you're unable to get into your back office, just be grateful because something good is in the cooking. So we should just be patient. And as Sister Dr. Patience said, get your money ready so that when October, come mid-October, as we were told, something is going to happen at that time. Whatever it is, we are mentally ready one way or the other to activate all our accounts. So without further ado, thank you so much, Sister Grace. This is an awesome forum that we're hoping to empower our brothers and sisters in our languages. And that is a good thing because English is a borrowed language. And if we can get our people who do not speak English to join us, kudos to you for making that happen and for creating this forum. I don't understand Twi, but it's just lovely listening to see Brother Edward navigate his way back and forth with that. Thanks again for your awesome presentation. Can't wait again to see you, be with the team next time you schedule another webinar. God bless you all. Bye for now.
Thank you, Sister Debbie. God bless you for your input. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah. Mama, who else, please? I think I saw.
Should I take over so I can call the names, please? Is it possible?
Yeah, because I don't know the names actually. Yeah.
Is Antoinette here? Antoinette, if you are here, can you unmute yourself? Aferi anum Ghana for Mr. Remo. Obi opesa okasa bia mpacho obetumi amute ho na opagya wonsa. Na sister Echa Afrel na wakasa. Because I know you said any update via bio. And I think so pending founders a big go. Me to me see etro edin crofo bi rere muti mpacho so bi hia bia. Bomo dia na won frɛ me na ye mo mo bi. 2020 there, early 2020 there. Nyakopon Shram. Itimidofo. Antoinette, are you there? Please, can you unmute yourself? And again, if Brother Gilbert is in, I can't find you, Papa. If you are here, please raise your hand so I can pull you forward. And I saw Apostle Mensah also, but now I can't find him anymore. If you can please, if you are here, raise your hands so you can also chip in something. Thank you. Pacho, Obi any BBA Candia, and yes, Sandy, I'm a moderator. Now, why you're Sister Patient, thank you so much for the help. You giving your husband chance to come here is not easy. I know you really enjoy yourself on Saturdays and you give all the time for us. Thank you so much. All right, sister, we appreciate you.
Thank you. And as I said, this was really last minute, so he had to rearrange. Next time, I think he'll be with us for a long time, so we can really have questions. So let's just stay tuned and find some time that he doesn't. I had to just like nudge him and say, look, rearrange, and he was here. We thank God for that. But next time, he will be here for the whole meeting and we can really go into deep dive and ask questions. Thanks, Sister Grace, for giving us the opportunity to come help our sisters and brothers in the other communities as well. He has done this for the Nigerian community. And I just thought that why not my brothers and sisters in Ghana? Why not every other African platform? So we are so in need to win it. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, we are in need to win it. God bless you. Ghana for mon kasa Mr. Mo. Abusia for mo am wo YouTube mo nyina mon kasa. Me who gift Ghana e wo ha. My sister change adwuma na ye we dey abusa okwan yo mpacho.
Mama.
Me who gift Ghana abusia for Mr. Mo. Ye nuanu ye mon kasa. Eye twi webinar. Eye nkran. Bi kwanye fa ma wie Gambia ne. Go fair Ghana bi ji wo dia keke mi wie ni na kemi wie twie wo Ashanti bi ni na dabi ofane wo fair Ghana bi ji wo ni wo fair wo fe ko mi wo fe zoom ni wo ka wa wo nyami me na me no ko shishi dia ken le chon e wo fair wole wo kase wo ya meetings ni no ni le fi oni mana ni ka bahanye wo mi ko fa ka bi wo fe no oyu ka jo oyu ayi ji o oyu oga oye dan gbeji o wo fe gbomo ko me ko le akese oba ni wo fe no ko mi panya fa yeshi ba mi nye banya nye ba mi ni nye wie ona ke wo fe webinar no la akese bo hu ole no ko no banya wie you can obanyo ba mi no ka wo fa ba fe ni ne ni wo wie obanyo che mi back door ko ni wo wie bona wo fe je mi no mi panya fa wa agbone le hu platform anu wo ye oje me je akese wie mo twipe mi twie mbo mo di fi oye ganyo bi jinshi imami Ashanti ngani dana ivo ni na twiye fio ezi oha me kwanye fa wo ka din wie ga nye ka kiam no ka fio nye ka ya onle ho sometimes here pa ni bi ko ba nyuma jonye many nye yo YouTube le ho o fa nye ba nye shinye gbai loko ye jen ka moko hu ntu na campaigning from the self work still e ko ye jen nyuma jonye ake nye fe nye ba next week le ho nye ba Brother Gabriel man no me ya meeting ko wo ka nye ba ka egbe na mla won't be na she back will be in a world. That means say when a better or next week Anita ye be in gift your friends and Linda, Mama Chan and Apostle your friends Mr. Edward. I'm a fan, I mean ye be a wabai we tree ni na tree ke gafen ka futu ka egbenyo ko ye be e banye wieko bi na aka she Mr. Robert e wenu anti Chan o fa na chele anti Chan patcho friend Robert.
Oh, but Robert.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, yes. You can ask your question, please.
We have 5 more minutes, then we are done here. Thank you. Mr. Robert Kasa, Papa, Pacho. Zoom in and more in the pearl. Of a Robert. It's a line article. And the child was so in Pacho.
Hello, can everyone hear me, please?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. Ebusuafo, me wo asem kitwe bi a me pese meni nyina yensusu yesan eche. Say ye number e wa hasisi ya na ye more than say na ye be say 110. Mesre say obia wo team e wo wase bia no. Mesre say se bre no e ba bedu say ya o team numu no nka obetime de kokobo atum ama wo mo se ebre na aso se ye hwe ede ene ye doctor ede bre yen ya nam Mama Grace emu edu pa yi.
Oh, the line. Yeah. But Robert, I'm so what breaking kakra. Oh.
All right. Of a Robert, that's a pa.
Yeah.
Yɛda mo nyinaa ase. Yɛtaa no ayɛ be. Enti ɛmhwɛ ne line na ɛkatekate. Enti bi nuanom a mobaeɛ nyinaa meka sɛ Nyame ɛnhyira mo nyinaa. Yɛnkɔ so. Na yɛnkɔ so mmra. Papa no this week, ɔde biribi bɛbrɛ yɛn. Sɛnea yɛn nuabaa ne kaeɛ no. Sɛ yɛante ne nka a, ɛyɛ nneɛma papa mo. Because ɔyɛ busy a ɔma yɛnhu no. Na ɛsɛ odidi Amerika saa. Ɛna saa bosomi wɔ no ahyɛ yɛ bɔ sɛ nneɛma papa bi wɔ yɛn anim. Iti adɔfoɔ montaa kutu mo bi akomantu. Iti sɛ woyɛ Nyame yɛ adom na woyɛ na wakɔ back office so. Na wura mu na wohwɛ wo din ne sɛ ne yɛ nua bɛma ne di kankan yɛ na. Na afei bi ɔpɛ sɛ ɔsesan bibi a na wontumi. Linda wɔ hɔ. Yɛn nyinaa wɔ hɔ betumi afro bia Mama Grace so tua hɔ. This time yeah na my busy. My dream nyinaa yɛ busy. Iti dia montaa mfrɛ Linda ne niku. Because my bread no one so can be. But who said, Sivi, up Pejaninsa. Sivi, please unmute yourself. We have 2 more minutes to go. You can chip in something for us. Thank you so much.
Okay. Sorry. I'm just listening. Hello, everybody. And,
hi, darling.
And Brother Robert's line keep cutting. I said to myself, I can't wait for O Connect to come.
Yes.
O Connect is going to take care of all of this, everybody. Yeah. Hi, everybody. It was a great webinar, as always. I'm in the background. And Brother Edward, I don't understand how you just took this and you flew with it. Kudos to you. I need that, that energy, that momentum. You need to teach me how to do that. You're hearing this for the first time and you flow with it. Love it. And Brother John, again, I can never stop hearing him speak about financial readiness. Each time I hear him, I pick something new. So again, thank you. Another great webinar, another great Saturday. We love to be here. So thank you, Mama Grace, for bringing us on board. This is another family and we love to be here. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Have a nice Saturday.
Thank you. We appreciate your time, my love. I see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow they always have Sunday and it's really powerful. And tomorrow, Mr. Michael, is it Michael Williams?
Yes.
Michael Williams is going to be there. So please try and join in. I will send the links to the platforms. So we will come and see you guys. All right. Thank you.
Sure.
Bye. And Pacho, Madam Moderator, take over and then we have to end from here.
Okay, family. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for coming today. It was such a great webinar. And yeah, next week we'll continue at the same time, and please make sure you join next week too. Abusiafo, yɛda mo nyinaa mo ase, sɛ mo nyinaa mo aba na meeting here very nice pa. You hope we say next week so yɛbɛsɛ hu mo so bio saa. Enti no, yeah, the movie see her, say assembly anywhere na obi ya wetumi akoye. Yeah, the yen no mo join the nyina say Dr. Patient and the husband and afi so Sister Debbie and yen ya okasa sisi. Mama Grace, yeah, that was pan ho so why enti ye hwe kwan say next time so obesa ababio na bibia akos pepepe. Brother Edward, yeah, that's papa ayuko this a chance. Yeah, the obi bia se enti ye de besi ha. Nti Mama Grace asem se bia no de na che say ye nyina ye be unmute your home near say we are so into win it.
We are so in it to win it.
We are so
Yeah,
winning.
papa, say you bedding kunim na ya ding kunim.
Thank you all
We
so
are
much.
in it
Minister
to
Ghana,
win
we
it.
are
Kunim.
so in it to win. Goodbye, everyone. Love you all.
Bye bye.
Thank you, everyone.